First contact, a crash landing. The night sky above the Arizona desert shimmered with countless stars, their cold light casting faint shadows across the rugged landscape. Miles from the nearest town, Dr. Elena Reyes sat on the porch of her isolated research station, eyes fixed on the heavens above. As an astrobiologist, she had dedicated her life to searching for signs of extraterrestrial life. Tonight, like every night for the past 5 years, she monitored her array of sophisticated sensors and telescopes, hoping for that elusive signal that would change everything. A streak of light caught her attention, growing brighter as it plummeted towards the Earth. Elena's heart raced. She had seen shooting stars before, but this was different. The object's trajectory was too controlled, its descent too gradual. As it disappeared behind a distant mesa, a dull boom echoed across the desert. Without hesitation, Elena grabbed her emergency kit and sprinted to her rugged off-road vehicle. Whatever had crashed out there, she had to investigate. The drive was treacherous in the darkness, but Elena's determination pushed her forward. As she crested a hill, she saw it, a deep furrow carved into the earth, ending at a twisted mass of metal unlike anything she had ever seen. Approaching cautiously, Elena's flashlight beam revealed an object that was unmistakably artificial, yet clearly not of human origin. Its hull was composed of an iridescent material that seemed to shift colors as she moved. There were no visible seams or rivets. The entire craft appeared to be a single seamless piece. A faint groan from within the wreckage snapped Elena into action. Someone, or something, had survived the crash. She clambered over the debris, following the sound until she found the source. There, half buried beneath a fallen bulkhead, lay a being that simultaneously confirmed humanity's greatest hopes and deepest fears. We were not alone in the universe. The alien was vaguely humanoid, with 2 arms, 2 legs, and a head, but the similarities ended there. Its skin was a pale, luminescent blue that pulsed faintly. Instead of hair, delicate tendrils sprouted from its scalp, each tipped with a bioluminescent node. But what struck Elena most were its eyes, large, almond-shaped, and filled with an unmistakable intelligence and pain. Elena's scientific detachment warred with her innate compassion. This being was injured, possibly dying. Her actions in the next few moments could have repercussions for all of humanity. But as she locked eyes with the alien, Elena knew there was only one choice she could live with. Gently, she began to clear the debris pinning the alien down. "It's okay," she said softly, unsure if the being could understand her words, but hoping her tone would convey her intentions. "I need to help. I won't hurt you." As she worked, Elena's mind raced. Protocol dictated she should contact her superiors immediately. But she knew what would happen. The military would swoop in, quarantine the area, and spirit this being away to some secret facility. The alien would become a test subject, not a patient. Elena couldn't let that happen. Finally, she managed to free the alien. Up close, she could see the extent of its injuries, a deep gash across its torso oozed a silvery fluid that Elena assumed was blood. The alien's breathing was labored, and it seemed to drift in and out of consciousness. "Stay with me," Elena urged as she carefully lifted the surprisingly light being. "I'm going to get you somewhere safe." The drive back to her research station was tense. Elena constantly checked her rearview mirror, half expecting to see black helicopters in pursuit, but the desert remained still and silent, holding its secrets close. At the station, Elena transformed her lab into a makeshift medical bay. Her expertise was in theoretical alien biology. She never imagined she'd be putting that knowledge to such immediate, practical use. She cleaned the alien's wounds as best she could, using what she hoped were appropriate antiseptics and bandages. Throughout the night, Elena monitored her patient's vital signs. The alien's physiology was fascinatingly different from humans. 2 hearts beat in its chest, and its blood seemed to fluoresce under certain light wavelengths. But there were similarities too. The being clearly felt pain, responded to stimuli, and showed signs of healing. As dawn broke, Elena found herself slumped in a chair beside the alien's bed, exhausted but unwilling to leave its side. A soft chirp startled her awake. The alien's eyes were open, regarding her with a mixture of curiosity and wariness. "Hello," Elena said softly, trying to project calm and friendliness. "My name is Elena. Can you understand me?" The alien tilted its head, tendrils swaying gently. It made a series of clicks and whistles that Elena assumed was speech. She shook her head apologetically. "I'm sorry, I don't understand, but I want to help you." Slowly, the alien raised a hand. Elena tensed, unsure of its intentions. But instead of any aggressive move, the being simply pointed to itself, then to Elena, then back to itself. The message was clear. It was trying to communicate. Over the next few hours, Elena and the alien engaged in a painstaking process of building a rudimentary form of communication. Through gestures, drawings, and repetition, they managed to convey basic concepts. Elena learned that the alien called itself Zara, or at least, that was the closest approximation she could manage, and that it was female. Zara seemed to grasp that Elena had rescued her and made efforts to convey gratitude, but there was an undercurrent of urgency to her attempts at communication, a sense that there was something vitally important she needed to convey. As Elena tried to decipher Zara's message, a low rumble in the distance caught her attention. Her blood ran cold as she recognized the sound of approaching helicopters. Someone had noticed the crash, or worse, had been tracking Zara's ship all along. Elena's mind raced. She had dreamed of first contact her entire life, but not like this. The thought of Zara being taken away, treated as a specimen rather than a sentient being, was abhorrent. In that moment, Elena made a decision that would alter the course of her life, and potentially that of all humanity. "We have to go," she said urgently, gathering supplies and helping Zara to her feet. The alien seemed to sense the danger, her tendrils flaring with agitation. Elena led her to the off-road vehicle, praying it would be fast enough to outrun whatever forces were bearing down on them. As they sped away from the research station, Elena caught a glimpse of black helicopters cresting the horizon. She had no idea where they were going or what awaited them, but one thing was certain: her life's work of searching for extraterrestrial life had succeeded beyond her wildest dreams. Now she bore the tremendous responsibility of protecting that life and ensuring peaceful first contact. The Arizona desert stretched out before them, harsh and unforgiving. But as Elena glanced at her alien passenger, she felt a surge of determination. Whatever challenges lay ahead, she would face them. The future of human-alien relations rested in her hands, and she would not let fear or prejudice dictate that future. As the sun climbed higher in the sky, Elena and Zara drove deeper into the unknown, two beings from different worlds united by circumstance and the universal language of compassion. The true test of humanity's readiness for the stars had begun. Secrets of the Stars. As the sun beat down mercilessly on the Arizona desert, Elena's off-road vehicle kicked up a plume of dust behind it. She glanced nervously at the rearview mirror, expecting to see black helicopters on the horizon at any moment. Beside her, Zara sat quietly, her luminescent skin pulsing with a faint, rhythmic glow that seemed to match the alien's breathing. "Quantum resonance camouflage," Zara suddenly chirped in a voice that sounded like wind chimes in a gentle breeze. Elena nearly swerved off the road in shock. You can speak English now." Zara's tendrils swayed, the bioluminescent nodes at their tips flashing in patterns that Elena was beginning to recognize as expressions of emotion. This particular pattern seemed to indicate amusement. "Not speak, understand. Quantum entanglement translator," Zara explained, tapping a small iridescent device on her temple that Elena hadn't noticed before. "Need time to process language. Now can communicate." Elena's mind reeled at the implications. A device that could instantaneously translate any language. The applications were staggering, but there were more pressing matters at hand. "What did you mean by quantum resonance camouflage?" Elena asked, her scientist's curiosity momentarily overriding her fear of pursuit. Zara's tendrils rippled in what Elena interpreted as the alien equivalent of a smile. With a few deft movements of her six-fingered hand, Zara manipulated a series of holographic controls that sprang to life around her. Suddenly, the air around their vehicle shimmered, and Elena gasped as the desert landscape seemed to bend around them. "We are now invisible to most forms of detection," Zara explained. "Light, radar, thermal imaging, all bend around us." Elena marveled at the technology, but a nagging question remained. If you have this kind of advanced tech, how did you end up crashing in the middle of nowhere? Zara's luminescence dimmed, her tendrils drooping in what Elena now recognized as a sign of distress. "I am being hunted," the alien said softly, "by those who fear what I represent." As they drove deeper into the desert, Zara began to reveal her story. She was a member of an ancient and advanced alien civilization known as the Luminari. For millennia, they had watched over younger species throughout the galaxy, guiding them subtly towards enlightenment and interstellar cooperation. "Earth was next," Zara explained. "Your species stands on the brink of a great leap forward, but there are those who would prefer humanity remain isolated, exploitable." Elena's grip tightened on the steering wheel. "Who?" "The Voidborn," Zara said, her voice tinged with a mixture of fear and disgust. "A coalition of species who profit from the ignorance and conflict of others. They sabotaged my ship, hoping to prevent first contact." As Zara spoke, Elena noticed strange symbols appearing in the air around them, glowing with an ethereal light. "What are those?" she asked. "Quantum data streams," Zara explained. "I'm interfacing with your planet's information networks, gathering data, and leaving breadcrumbs for my people to find us." Elena's scientific mind was in overdrive, trying to process the implications of everything she was learning. But a more immediate concern pressed upon her. "Where can we go? The government, the military, they'll be looking for us everywhere." Zara's tendrils swayed thoughtfully. "There is a place," she said after a moment. "A nexus of energy your people have yet to fully understand. It will shield us from detection and allow me to call for help." Following Zara's directions, Elena steered them towards a region of the desert known for strange magnetic anomalies and unexplained phenomena. As they approached, Elena's instruments began to go haywire, and she felt a strange tingling sensation across her skin. "Stop here," Zara instructed. As Elena brought the vehicle to a halt, the alien stepped out, her feet sinking slightly into the sand. She raised her arms, tendrils splaying out around her head like a cosmic headdress. The air began to shimmer and distort. Before Elena's astonished eyes, the desert landscape seemed to peel away, revealing a hidden oasis. A crystalline structure stood at its center, pulsing with energy that made the air itself hum. "A luminary outpost," Zara explained, her voice filled with relief. "Established eons ago to monitor Earth's development, it has remained hidden, waiting for the day humanity was ready for the stars." As they approached the structure, panels slid open noiselessly, inviting them inside. Elena hesitated at the threshold, suddenly overwhelmed by the magnitude of what was happening. She was about to step into an alien structure, possibly leaving behind everything she had ever known. Zara sensed her trepidation. The alien reached out, gently taking Elena's hand in her own. The touch sent a tingling sensation up Elena's arm, not unpleasant, but definitely foreign. "You have shown great courage and compassion," Zara said softly. "You represent the best of what humanity can be. Will you help me save your world from those who would keep it in darkness?" Elena took a deep breath, squaring her shoulders. In that moment, she knew her life would never be the same. But the promise of unlocking the secrets of the universe, of helping humanity take its place among the stars, far outweighed her fears. "I'm with you," Elena said firmly, stepping across the threshold. The interior of the outpost was a marvel of organic technology. Surfaces pulsed with life, responding to their presence. Holographic displays sprang to life, showing star charts and data streams that boggled Elena's mind. "We must work quickly," Zara said, moving to a central console. The Voidborn will not give up easily. They will send hunters, beings twisted by dark energy and bent on preventing Earth's awakening. As Zara interfaced with the outpost systems, Elena explored her surroundings, marveling at technology so advanced it seemed like magic. She came across a chamber filled with swirling luminescent particles. "What is this?" she asked in wonder. Zara looked up from her work, her tendrils swaying with excitement. "Ah, you found the metamorphosis chamber. It is how we adapt to different environments and enhance our abilities." An idea struck Helena. Could it work on humans? Zara considered for a moment. It has never been attempted. The process could be dangerous, unpredictable. Elena squared her shoulders. "If we're going to face these Voidborn hunters, I need to be more than just a liability. I want to help, to truly understand your world." Zara studied Elena intently, her alien features unreadable. Finally, she nodded. "Your courage continues to impress me. Very well, but be warned. This will change you in ways we cannot fully predict." As Elena stepped into the chamber, her heart pounding with a mixture of fear and exhilaration, she knew she was leaving behind the person she had been. But the promise of unlocking the secrets of the universe, of helping to guide humanity towards a brighter future among the stars, made it all worthwhile. The swirling particles enveloped her, and Elena felt herself dissolving and reforming. Knowledge flooded her mind, the history of the luminary, the secrets of quantum mechanics, the true nature of consciousness itself. Her senses expanded, allowing her to perceive dimensions and energies she never knew existed. When the process was complete, Elena emerged transformed. Her skin now had a subtle, luminescent quality, and she could feel the quantum forces around her like a sixth sense. But more than the physical changes, she felt a profound connection to the universe itself. Zara watched in amazement. "Extraordinary," she whispered. "You have taken to the process better than I could have hoped. You are now a bridge between our peoples, possessing the knowledge of the luminary, but the heart and spirit of humanity." A sudden alarm blared through the outpost, interrupting their wonder. Zara rushed to the console, her tendrils flaring with agitation. "They found us," she said grimly. "The Voidborn hunters approach. We must prepare for battle." Elena flexed her new abilities, feeling the quantum energies surging through her. "Then let's show them that humanity is ready for the stars," she said, her voice resonating with newfound power and determination. As they prepared for the coming confrontation, Elena realized that this was more than just a fight for survival. It was a battle for humanity's future, for their place in a vast and wondrous universe, and she was ready to face whatever challenges lay ahead, armed with the wisdom of the stars and the indomitable spirit of humanity. The desert night was alive with possibility and danger as two beings from different worlds stood united, preparing to defend Earth's right to join the cosmic community. The true test of humanity's readiness for the stars was about to begin. Quantum Vela, the Arizona night sky erupted in a dazzling display of otherworldly energies as the Voidborn hunters descended upon the hidden luminary outpost. Their ships, writhing masses of dark matter and negative energy, tore holes in reality itself as they approached. Elena, her newly enhanced senses tingling with cosmic awareness, stood beside Zara at the outpost's main control hub. The knowledge of 1,000 alien cultures now flowed through her mind, yet her heart remained resolutely human, filled with determination to protect her home. "They're using singularity drives," Zara explained, her tendrils flaring with agitation, "bending spacetime to breach our defenses." Elena nodded, understanding concepts that would have been incomprehensible to her mere hours ago. "Then we'll have to fight fire with fire," she said, her voice resonating with newfound power. Or in this case, quantum fluctuations with quantum fluctuations. With a thought, Elena interfaced with the outpost systems. Holographic displays sprang to life around her, showing the complex dance of subatomic particles that made up reality itself. She began to manipulate them, her human intuition combining with luminary knowledge to create something entirely new. Zara, I need you to modulate the outpost's resonance field, Elena instructed. We're going to create a quantum interference pattern that will disrupt their singularity drives. As Zara complied, the air around the outpost began to shimmer with coruscating energies. The Void-born ships, moments away from breaching their sanctuary, suddenly found themselves trapped in a maze of conflicting realities. Incredible, Zara breathed, her bioluminescent nodes pulsing with amazement. You've created a localized quantum uncertainty field. Their technology relies on predictable spacetime. This will render it useless. But the Voidborn were not so easily defeated. As their ships faltered, dark, writhing forms began to emerge, the hunters themselves. They were nightmarish amalgamations of flesh and void, their very existence an affront to the laws of physics. Entropy incarnate, Zara whispered, fear evident in her melodic voice. They seek to drag all of creation back to the cosmic dark. Elena stood firm, drawing upon her newfound powers. Not today, she declared. Humanity's light will not be extinguished so easily. As the first of the Void-born hunters breached the outpost's outer defenses, Elena reached deep into the quantum foam of reality. She drew forth strands of probability, weaving them into a weapon of pure potentiality. The battle that ensued was unlike anything Earth had ever witnessed. Elena, glowing with the power of a newborn star, faced off against beings of pure darkness. She wielded quantum entanglement like a sword, severing the hunter's connection to their dark energy source. Zara fought alongside her, using ancient luminary technology to create bubbles of accelerated time, rapidly aging and decaying the Voidborn's twisted forms. But for every hunter they fell, two more seemed to take its place. The very fabric of reality groaned under the strain of their conflict, micro-singularities blossoming and collapsing with each exchange of blows. We can't keep this up forever, Elena panted, her human stamina still a limiting factor despite her enhancements. We need to take the fight to them, cut them off at the source. Zara's tendrils twisted in a complex pattern, a luminary expression of grim determination. You're right. We must strike at the heart of their fleet, collapse their quantum tunneling network. With a shared nod of understanding, Elena and Zara enacted a desperate plan. Using the outpost's power, they created a localized wormhole, a shortcut through the quantum foam of spacetime. Together, they leaped into the swerving vortex, leaving the relative safety of the outpost behind. They emerged in the cold void of space, surrounded by the twisted architecture of the Voidborn fleet. Elena's newly enhanced physiology allowed her to survive the vacuum, a shimmering quantum field protecting her from the harsh radiation of space. There, Zara pointed towards a massive structure at the center of the fleet, the quantum tunneling nexus. If we can overload it, their entire network will collapse. Fighting their way through swarms of Voidborn defenders, Elena and Zara made their way to the nexus. The structure pulsed with dark energy, a swirling maelstrom of anti-creation that threatened to unmake them with every step. As they reached the core, Elena realized with a start that she knew how to defeat it. The knowledge had been there all along, buried in the cosmic wisdom imparted by the Metamorphosis Chamber, but it would come at a terrible cost. Zara, Elena said, her voice heavy with the weight of destiny. I know how to stop them, but I don't think I'll survive it. Zara's tendrils drooped, her bioluminescence dimming with sorrow. Elena, no. There must be another way. Elena smiled sadly, the glow of 1,000 stars in her eyes. This is why I'm here. Why you crashed in that desert. Why I chose to help you. It all led to this moment. Before Zara could protest further, Elena stepped into the heart of the nexus. She opened herself fully to the cosmic energies flowing through her, becoming a conduit for the very essence of creation. Light poured from her body, a dazzling counterpoint to the darkness of the Voidborn technology. As Elena's consciousness expanded to encompass the entire fleet, she saw the truth of the universe laid bare before her. The eternal dance of light and dark, creation and entropy, playing out across billions of galaxies, And in that moment, she understood her role in the grand cosmic ballet. With a final surge of will, Elena released all the pent-up energy within her. A wave of pure creation exploded outward, overwhelming the dark energies of the Voidborn. Their ships crumbled, their hunters unraveled, as the power of 100 suns washed over them. In the aftermath, Zara found herself alone in the void, surrounded by the scattered remnants of the Voidborn fleet. Of Elena, there was no sign, only a faintly glowing nebula where the Nexus had once been, shimmering with newborn stars. Zara's tendrils swayed in a gesture of deep mourning and respect. "Farewell, Elena of Earth," she whispered into the cosmic silence. "Your sacrifice will not be forgotten." As Zara made her way back to Earth, she carried with her a message of hope and a warning. Humanity had proven itself ready for the stars, but great challenges still lay ahead. The Voidborn were defeated for now, but the eternal struggle between light and dark, creation and entropy, would continue. And somewhere, in the vast expanse of the cosmos, a new consciousness stirred. Elena's essence, transformed by her sacrifice, spread among the stars. She had become something greater, a guardian of life and creation itself. Though her human form was gone, her spirit lived on, a shining beacon of humanity's potential, guiding her people towards a brighter future among the stars. The universe, vast and wondrous, awaited their arrival. Cosmic Renaissance. The aftermath of Elena's sacrifice rippled across the galaxy, igniting a quantum renaissance that would forever change the course of human history. As Zara's ship re-entered Earth's atmosphere, the planet below was already transforming, awakening to its cosmic potential. Cities around the world pulsed with newfound energy as the quantum echoes of Elena's final act resonated through the collective consciousness of humanity. People everywhere reported strange dreams, flashes of insight, and an inexplicable sense of connection to something greater than themselves. Dr. Samantha Chen, a brilliant quantum physicist at CERN, jolted awake in her Geneva apartment, her mind buzzing with equations that seemed to have materialized from the ether. Without pause, she rushed to her lab, fingers flying across holographic keyboards as she worked to decipher the cosmic knowledge that had been gifted to her. "It's impossible," she muttered, staring at the results of her hastily run simulations. Unless everything we thought we knew about quantum mechanics was just the tip of the iceberg." Across the globe, similar scenes played out. Artists created masterpieces that seemed to capture the very essence of the universe. Musicians composed symphonies that resonated with the cosmic background radiation. Engineers designed machines that defied the old laws of physics, tapping into the quantum foam itself for limitless, clean energy. As Zara's ship touched down in the midst of this global awakening, she was met not with fear or hostility, but with a sense of wonder and recognition. Somehow, humanity knew she was not a threat, but a herald of a new age. World leaders, scientists, and spiritual figures converged on the landing site, eager to hear Zara's message. But as she emerged from her craft, tendrils swaying gently in the breeze, a familiar presence filled the air. "Elena," Zara whispered, her bioluminescent nodes pulsing with shock and joy. A shimmering form coalesced before the assembled crowd, recognizable as Elena but transformed. Her body was now composed of pure energy, shifting and flowing like a living constellation. "Hello, old friend." Elena's voice resonated, not through sound, but directly into the minds of all present. "I have returned, but I am changed. I am become a bridge between humanity and the cosmos." The crowd gasped in collective awe. Elena turned to address her fellow humans, her radiant form casting prismatic light across their upturned faces. "My brothers and sisters," she began, her words echoing across the globe through some inexplicable quantum link, "we stand at the threshold of a new era. The universe has opened its arms to us, offering knowledge, power, and responsibility beyond our wildest dreams." Elena's form shifted, showing visions of distant worlds, advanced civilizations, and the intricate quantum tapestry that connected all things. But with this gift comes a great challenge. We must prove ourselves worthy of our place among the stars. World leaders stepped forward, questions pouring from them about the future of governance, economy, and international relations in this new cosmic context. Elena listened patiently, her very presence seeming to elevate the discourse to new heights of wisdom and foresight. The old ways of division and conflict must be set aside, she counseled. We must forge a united human identity while celebrating our beautiful diversity. For in the cosmic scale, we are one people, one voice in the grand chorus of creation. As the implications of Elena's words sank in, a wave of determination swept across the globe. Age-old conflicts seemed petty in the face of the vast cosmic frontier that lay before them. Nations that had been bitter enemies for centuries now reached out to one another, seeking cooperation and mutual understanding. But even as humanity rallied around this new cosmic purpose, dark clouds gathered on the horizon. The defeat of the Voidborn had sent shockwaves through the galactic community. Other forces, some even more ancient and terrible than the entropy-worshipping hunters, stirred in the depths of space. Zora, standing beside Elena's luminous form, addressed the assembly with urgent tones. Earth is awakening, yes, but it is also a beacon now. There are those in the cosmos who would see your potential snuffed out before it can truly shine. Elena nodded, her starry form rippling with concern. Zora speaks the truth. We have won a great victory, but the true test lies ahead. Humanity must prepare, not just technologically, but spiritually and ethically. We must become the best version of ourselves. What followed was a period of unprecedented growth and transformation. The quantum knowledge unlocked by Elena's sacrifice, but at advancements in every field. Medical nanotechnology eradicated disease. Quantum computers solved problems that had plagued humanity for millennia. Consciousness itself was explored and expanded as humans learned to tap into the underlying field of universal awareness. Zora worked tirelessly alongside human scientists, sharing luminary wisdom and helping to guide Earth's metamorphosis. Under her guidance, the first true faster-than-light drives were developed, opening up the solar system and beyond to human exploration. Elena, now a being of pure quantum energy, became a guardian and teacher to her rapidly evolving species. She appeared in dreams and visions, offering guidance and cosmic perspective to those who sought it. Some began to worship her as a deity, but she gently discouraged this, reminding humanity that their destiny was to stand as equals among the stars, not to kneel before new gods. As Earth's first starships prepared to venture beyond the solar system, a palpable sense of anticipation filled the air. Humanity stood on the brink of a new chapter in its existence, ready to take its place in the grand cosmic community. But in the depths of space, ancient eyes watched Earth's ascension with growing alarm. The balance of power that had held for eons was shifting, and not all were pleased with the rise of this young, vibrant race. As Elena's consciousness roamed the quantum pathways between stars, she sensed the gathering storm. Humanity's great test was coming, sooner than anyone had anticipated. The lessons of unity, wisdom, and cosmic responsibility that she and Zara had worked so hard to instill would soon be put to the ultimate test. Earth's children were reaching for the stars, but the stars, it seemed, were reaching back, not all with welcoming arms. The next phase of humanity's cosmic journey was about to begin, and the fate of not just Earth, but the entire galaxy hung in the balance. Celestial Crucible. The cosmos held its breath as humanity's first deep space vessel, the HSS Prometheus, prepared to activate its quantum fold drive. This revolutionary propulsion system, born from the fusion of luminary technology and humanity's newfound cosmic awareness, promised to shrink the vast gulfs between stars to mere stepping stones. Captain Aria Zhang stood on the bridge, her dark eyes reflecting the swirling holographic displays surrounding her. As a child, she had witnessed Elena's transformation and humanity's subsequent awakening. Now, she carried the hopes and dreams of her entire species as they took their first true steps into the galactic community. All systems are go, Captain, her XO, a sentient AI named Iris reported. "Quantum harmonics are stable. We are ready to make history." Aria took a deep breath, feeling the weight of the moment. "Initiate quantum fold," she commanded, her voice steady despite the butterflies in her stomach. The ship hummed with power as reality itself seemed to ripple around them. In a flash of prismatic light, the Prometheus vanished from Earth's orbit, reappearing instantaneously in a distant star system light-years away. As the crew erupted in cheers, Aria's elation was cut short by a priority message from Earth. Her blood ran cold as she read the contents. "It's begun," she whispered. Back on Earth, chaos reigned. The skies above every major city were filled with massive, otherworldly structures that defied physics and sanity alike. They were neither ships nor stations, but something in between, cosmic megastructures that blotted out the sun and radiated an aura of ancient, inscrutable power. Elena's ethereal form materialized in the United Earth Council chamber, her starry visage grave. "They are the Axiom," she intoned, her voice resonating with cosmic weight. "An elder race that believes itself the rightful inheritors of the universe. They have come to judge humanity's worthiness and to erase us if we are found wanting." World leaders and cosmic experts gathered hurriedly, strategizing humanity's response to this existential threat. Zara, her tendrils flaring with agitation, interfaced with Earth's quantum defense grid. "We cannot match them in raw power," she warned. "The Axiom have had billions of years to master the fundamental forces of reality. Our only hope lies in the unique perspective humanity brings to the cosmic stage." As if in response to Zara's words, the largest of the Axiom structures began to transform. It unfolded like a cosmic flower, revealing a being of such vast scale and alien geometry that human minds struggled to comprehend it. This was no mere emissary, it was an Axiom overseer, a living embodiment of cosmic law. Its voice, when it spoke, was not sound but pure concept, searing itself into the collective consciousness of humanity. "See, children of Earth, you stand the ACCUSD of course MSC. Your rapid ascension threatens the grand design. Prepare for judgment." The air itself seemed to crystallize as the overseers will impose a localized change in universal constants. Gravity fluctuated wildly, causing widespread devastation. Quantum probability fields collapsed, turning swaths of the planet into zones of impossible physics where cause and effect lost all meaning. Humanity reeled, but did not break. Drawing upon their newfound cosmic awareness and the indomitable spirit that had seen them through countless challenges, they began to adapt and fight back. Dr. Samantha Chen, working feverishly in her CERN lab, made a breakthrough that could turn the tide. "The Axiom operate on a level of reality beyond conventional physics," she explained to the Emergency Council. "But that's their weakness too. They're so far removed from the mundane that they've forgotten the power of simple human ingenuity." With this insight, a plan was formed. While Earth's quantum defense grid engaged the Axiom forces directly, buying time and distracting them from the true strategy, teams of humans from all walks of life were assembled. Artists, musicians, chefs, kindergarten teachers, individuals whose talents seemed irrelevant to cosmic warfare, but who represented the full spectrum of human creativity and emotion. Captain Aria Zhang and the Prometheus were recalled to Earth for a vital mission. Using the ship's quantum fold drive, amplified by Elena's cosmic power, they would create a localized bubble of pure human experience, a concentrated essence of what it truly meant to be human. As the Axiom Overseer prepared to deliver its final judgment, humanity unleashed its secret weapon. The bubble of human experience expanded rapidly, engulfing the colossal being. For the first time in eons, the Axiom was forced to confront the raw, unfiltered reality of mortal existence. The effect was explosive. The Overseer reeled, its vast consciousness overwhelmed by the intensity and diversity of human emotion and experience. It felt the joy of a child's laughter, the bittersweet pain of first love, the satisfaction of a job well done, the wonder of scientific discovery, and the simple pleasure of a home-cooked meal. In that moment, the axiom understood. Humanity's cosmic hubris was not a flaw, but a vital spark of innovation in a universe trending towards stagnation. Their rapid ascension was not a threat, but a much-needed revitalization of the cosmic order. The overseer's form began to shift and change, its rigid geometry softening into something new, something that bridged the gap between mortal and cosmic. When it spoke again, its voice was tinged with something the axiom had not felt in billions of years: humility. "We were mistaken," it intoned, the words rippling across the new sphere. "Humanity's worth is not taken by cosmic power, but by the deep peace of their spirit. You have shown us that we had forgotten the value of growth, of state of seeing the universe through new eyes." As suddenly as they had appeared, the axiom structures began to fade from Earth's skies, but they did not leave empty-handed. They took with them the gift of human perspective, a precious treasure that would rejuvenate their ancient civilization. In return, they left humanity with a parting gift: access to the cosmic concordance, a galactic network of knowledge and culture that would usher in a new golden age for Earth. As the dust settled and the world began to rebuild, Elena's ethereal form addressed the United Earth Council one last time. "My children," she said, her voice filled with pride and love, "you have faced your greatest trial and emerged victorious. Not through force of arms, but through the very qualities that make you human. The cosmos awaits, and you have proven yourselves worthy of the journey." With those words, Elena's form began to dissipate, spreading out among the stars. She had completed her role as humanity's guide and guardian. Now, it was time for Earth's children to forge their own path among the celestial wonders. Captain Arya Zhang stood once more on the bridge of the Prometheus, gazing out at the star-studded void. With the cosmic concordance as their guide and their uniquely human spirit as their strength, the true age of exploration was about to begin. As the quantum fold drive hummed to life, Arya gave the order that would echo through human history for millennia to come: "Take us to the stars." The Prometheus leaped into the cosmic unknown, carrying with it the hopes, dreams, and indomitable spirit of humanity. The universe, vast and wondrous, awaited their arrival, forever changed by the spark of human potential.